We talked about the screening that can save lives, and now we have two examples of that. Welcome back to Jersey Matters. I'm Larry Menti, and I'd like you to meet RJ and Kyle Janeczek, who are from Wall, New Jersey, and were athletes that went through the screening program at the Moorhead III Health Assessment Center for Athletes. And well, you didn't go through. I should say you didn't go through their screening in particular, but you were the wake-up call for your family. So tell your story. You were playing football?
Yeah, when I was a freshman in high school, I had a dislocated shoulder, and it was stuck out. So when I got to the emergency room, when they sedated me to put it back in, they happened to put me on an EKG. And by chance, the doctor called my condition. And then from there, they diagnosed it and treated it.
And what was your condition?
Wolff Parkinson's white syndrome.
And have student athletes died from that?
I believe there's a chance, yes.
I think there's some people that have died on the field from the condition. It's a slim chance, I understand.
Yeah, very, very
but
slim.
It's something that has to be treated. What was the treatment for you?
For me, they took me into the hospital about a week after I saw the electrophysiologist. They did a radio frequency catheter ablation. So they stuck a tube through my arteries up into my heart, and they destroyed the abnormality in my heart. And then rechecked it a few years later, and after that, it was completely gone. So,
because you look at the two of you, and you would think, oh my goodness, there could be nothing wrong with them. You're absolutely healthy, but there's no telling what's going on inside of a person. And so, after your story, after this happened with you, your parents wanted you checked.
Yeah.
And what did they do?
It was actually for the trainer in our high school was trying to get the screening to be more of like mandatory. So he had it for the athletes for whoever was playing a sport in the fall. So
did that have anything to do with the fact that he wanted to make it mandatory? Did that have anything to do with your brother and what he went through?
That definitely forced like my mom, because you didn't have to take the test, but the trainer was trying to ask to take it. And Kyle, I didn't want to go to it. I didn't really want to go to it.
Because you figured there was nothing wrong with it?
Yeah.
It's a waste of time.
Because it's not likely for me to have it.
Yeah, because you're a teenager.
Yeah. And
of course, you're immortal.
And yeah, so that kind of pushed me to want to go to it more because he had it. And then I did, and then I wasn't worried about it all after, didn't think anything was wrong. And then I found out 2 weeks later that I did have something wrong. And it was right in the beginning of football season and everything. And it was tough, but I was glad I found it there, because who knows what could have happened.
Right, you don't want to find it another way.
Exactly.
So, was it the same thing?
Yeah, same thing.
And is that hereditary? Or do you know?
Well, when I had mine done, he said they weren't very sure because they didn't know enough about the condition.
Okay.
And he didn't want my mother to worry, and so we didn't have the rest of the family checked. And now that he's seen it in RJ, they're going to do a lot more research to find out, the genetics of it.
At your school now, you said your trainer is recommending this. Is everybody getting tested now?
More people, definitely after mine got caught and people started to find out about it, definitely more people are getting tested. And for like the different seasons of sports, like the winter and spring, like they're bringing in more of the test for the students to take.
And what would you say to student athletes? Because you can reach young people better than I can. What would you say to young people that may have felt the same way that your brother felt, who thought, I don't need the test. I mean, there's nothing wrong with me.
Yeah, well, I felt like I was invincible in high school as well. But the fact that they caught mine by chance, and even that the doctors don't know enough about the condition, that they didn't even think to check my family members. And then seeing my little brother go through have the same exact condition, and the fact that they caught it through a screening as opposed to some accident or some mistake just goes to show that how they can avoid, these severe conditions that could potentially be fatal.
All right, thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming in and telling your stories, and I think you might get a lot of people to go through the procedure as well, and who knows, just by being you and coming on the show, you might save some lives. So thank you so much. RJ and Kyle Janeczek, who had their treatment at the, well, you did, the Morahan III Health Assessment Center for Athletes, but the treatment that they both got is available there. And if you want to apply for that treatment, actually there's not much of an application, you just want to register for it, go to www.barnabashealth.org/Morahan. I'm Larry Menti. We'll be back in just a minute with the Jersey Matters.